holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy.
Good morning, CSL Parker. It's good to see you all. Happy Sunday. Let's begin our service with song this morning. Feel free to stand if you like, clap your hands, however the Spirit moves you.
How can I serve today, sweet Spirit? How can I serve today, oh Lord? Speak in ways that I may understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go.
Change. How can
Can I change today, sweet Spirit? How can I change today, oh Lord? Speak in ways that I may understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go.
Please greet one another with a sign of peace, a hug, a fist bump, whatever works for you this morning.
Can I serve today, sweet Spirit? How can I serve today, oh Lord? Speak in ways that I may understand. Where you find me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go. Where you lead me, I will follow. I will go.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm going to move over here. Thank you for being here this morning. I'm David Howard, and it is my privilege to serve as the minister here at CSL Parker. I want to introduce you to one of the faces up here you haven't seen before, but we have returning keyboard player and singer this morning, Sydney Erickson, was with us once last month. And Stephanie Chang is with us this morning. I don't think you've been here before, have you? So Stephanie and I used to do minister together at Unity Denver quite a bit, and Stephanie and I actually did a concert together. We did a Broadway kind of review thing several years ago, and it was really a lot of fun. So I'm so glad to have you with us this morning, Stephanie. Thank you for being here. So thank you for being here, and I want to just remind you that after service today, we do have our annual picnic, which is at Stroh Ranch Community Center at 19301 J. Morgan Boulevard. And that is about 10 minutes away from here, I understand. So hopefully you'll all join us for that. That's why you don't see food over here today. We're having food after service, but we do have coffee this morning. So hopefully you will join us for that. I want to remind you that we do have practitioners here at CSL Parker. We have several of them who are today wearing their white stoles, and we have one with a purple stole on back here. So if you would like to have prayer following service, please feel free and to go up to one of these people and ask them to be with you in prayer. And there's some chairs back there. You could probably also go back in one of the back rooms if you'd like more privacy with that. So they love to pray, and they would love to pray with you. And also we have our prayer box, which sits on the table as you leave, and there are prayer request cards back there as well. So we invite you to fill that out and put it in the prayer box, and this will be there when you leave today, and know that those prayer requests are held in consciousness as well. We do have a women's ministry starting, a group of women who will be starting to meet. I don't exactly know when that is. Next Sunday after service. I'm glad somebody knows more than I do, so thank you for that. Jeanette Venice, and who else is leading that? Rainey? So they will be meeting next Sunday after service, and then the men's ministry, which Bob Duvall is leading up over here, will meet the Sunday after that following service on the 27th.
Same Sunday.
Huh?
Same Sunday, the 27th.
No, next Sunday is the 20th.
The women's and men's group are meeting on the same Sunday.
The 27th, so it's 2 weeks from today then. So yeah, 2 weeks from today, they're meeting. We're all meeting 27th. Sorry about that. Let's see, what else we got going on? We've got some classes that are going to start pretty soon here. I will be facilitating along with Shirley, one of our practitioners, Beyond Limits, which is a foundational course in Centers for Spiritual Living, Science of Mind foundational course. It will begin on September 16th, and it'll be on Thursdays, and it will be virtual. So if you'd like to sign up for that, there's a sign-up sheet, but also you can sign up online and pay the registration fee. There is a registration fee for CSL, which is $45, and then the class itself, it's a 10-week class. The class itself is $150 suggested. But please, I would say do not let costs keep you from taking the class. If you have anything like that that's coming up for you, any resistance, please talk to me about that, because I certainly don't want money to stand in the way of you taking this class if it's something you'd like to do. We also have a couple of other classes that are coming up, but I'm going to let Dr. Byrne come up and tell you about those.
Thank you. Wow. Good morning, everyone. Reverend David didn't tell you, but he's now offering that class instead of 3 hours, it's a 2-hour class. So you can get to bed a little earlier after that. That'll be 6:30. Is that right? 6:30 to 8:30 now. And if you haven't taken Beyond Limits, it's a really great way to get grounded in Science of Mind principles. Learn to do the 5-step prayer treatment. So it's a great way to really get grounded or regrounded in the principles. I walk every day and do prayers and contemplation, and this week when I was walking one day, I was thinking about my family members and how I love them and how much I love them and how little I love them and all the things that come up for you, you know? And then Spirit has this way of getting your attention, and all of a sudden the question was, how much do you love yourself? Whoa, that was an attention getter for me. So one of the things we're going to address in getting to know you, Christ revealed, is an opportunity. We have an opportunity to really deepen self-love and to really develop a favorable, positive, strong relationship with our Christ nature. So if this is a journey that sounds appealing to you, Hans, my co-facilitator, or I will be at a Learning Center table after service to answer any questions you might have. And while I have your attention, the third class I want to talk about is Pam is doing a horse workshop on the first 2 Saturdays in September. And she is having her horse, Magic, there in person, in horse, whatever word I should use. And this horse is an amazing horse. And I just was there with it for a couple hours. We had a practitioner meeting there. And that horse captures your attention and just focuses on you. And you're like, oh my gosh, I am in the presence of some really great energy. That is Magic. So we have a flyer for that back on the table also. And having said all of that, I will now stop talking and turn it over to Felina.
I'll go ahead and give Felina the mic so when she gets ready. But I do want to stop for a moment. And I was reminded, we did this a little bit last week, and the lyric to that song is, "Who needs my love today, sweet spirit?" And I want us to stop for a moment before we go any further and truly take a moment, breathe into our hearts and breathe into that divine love that is moving and living itself as each one of us. And we know that we are one with each other. We are one with that divine presence. We are one in the energy and the vibration of love. And we come together in this time to co-create this resonant field of love that we all experience right here together. And so as we feel it, as we know it, I invite us to bring into this resonant field of the energy vibration of love all of those who are experiencing a loss as a result of the fires in Maui, all of those who are experiencing the loss of life, loss of property, loss of those in any experience of loss. And we surround them in this energy of love, and I invite you to bring into this circle, into this vibrational field of love, anyone else that you know is experiencing some challenge in their life, some loss. And so what we do in this energy of love is know that life is the truth, that all is God. And we know that in the midst of appearances, that there is also perfection. And so we hold that knowing, that truth, and we see it. We claim it for each one. In love, in light, in honor of that divine truth that is expressing in every moment. And we are grateful for our willingness to know it, to claim it, and to allow it to be. Because what we know is as we open and allow it to be, it does become. It becomes so. Because it is, in truth, already so. So breathe into that love. And as we do that, we release each one to their perfect love and experience, uplifting each one in that knowing. And we are grateful, and we are blessed. And we know that as we allow it and claim it to be, let us say together, and so it is. Amen. Valina.
Let's just take a couple of deep breaths. I want to do that. Today's reading is centered around passion and purpose. And it's really worth thinking about. And I realized in thinking about it myself that there's so much there that is revealing. So I'm going to share with you from Deepak Chopra what he thinks about passion and purpose. Deepak says, always go with your passions. Never ask yourself if it's realistic or not. Find the place inside yourself where nothing is impossible. Passion is defined as an intense, driving conviction. It's a powerful feeling of enthusiasm towards someone or something. Passion is the feeling that nothing else exists. It's loving yourself as if you were a rainbow with gold on both ends. Passion gives you a reason to keep learning and working towards your spiritual mastery. It brings the opportunity for new experiences and new adventures. Passionate people live their lives fully, making the most of every moment. And passion gives you purpose. We all choose to do things because we enjoy doing them, because they make us feel good. Passion is the emotional drive and the spark that gets you moving forward with what you want to create for your own life. It energizes you. It gives you focus and willpower to overcome distractions, obstacles, and frustrations. While our worldly passions can bring us a level of happiness and success, true fulfillment comes when our passion turns inwards. For many of us, our passion now centers around our spiritual awakening. Thank you, Marie. We can talk about these practices, read and attend lectures about them, but unless we do the practices, we will never reap their benefits. Dedication to the practices comes from spiritually being passionate. Our passion now is to rediscover who we really are and to find our deepest truth. Passion becomes a yearning to awaken our inner divinity. And so it is.
I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive.
So let's take this opportunity to settle in where we are. Maybe place your feet against the floor. Feel the chair that's supporting your body. Take a conscious breath. We bring our attention and awareness into the now moment. Allow yourself to feel your own physical energy field. What's moving there, the vibration, the energy. Breathe into your emotional body and feel what is moving there in your emotions. Not resisting, just being present. Breathe into your heart and feel, if you will, that energy of love. You may see it, you may feel it, you may sense it, you may hear it. However it is that you experience that frequency of love, just allow yourself to surrender into it. With every breath, allow your awareness of that divine love to grow, to expand. Allow the energy of love to enfold your body. Allow that energy of love to extend out into your entire energy field as you create this ovoid, if you will, this frequency of energy of love and light. Recognizing that you are receiving that love in every moment, with every heartbeat, with every breath. Divine love is living itself as you in every moment, breathing you into being. That you are an expression of that love right here, right now, and always and eternally. You are here to receive that love, to resonate with that love, to align with the vibrational frequency of the love that is the truth of you. And as you receive it, as you know it, as you embody that love and feel yourself as a radiating center of divine love, know that you are also here to give that love, to share that love. Receiving it for yourself, embodying it for yourself. And in the receiving, you are giving. You are radiating center of divine love in this moment. So feel that love extending out to touch the energy fields of each one who is in this space. Giving love and sharing love with each one, uplifting each other in this energy of love. And know that love is the power that heals and harmonizes. Love is the energy that attracts unto itself that which is like itself. And extend that energy out into this space. Just see that love touching everyone who comes into this space. The students who come into this space, into this building on Monday, the teachers. Extend it out into the city, into the state, this country. Extending it out to touch every living thing. And know and trust that as you consciously extend this love, as you consciously give this love, that love does its perfect work. Love is intelligent. Energy does its perfect work in every life. And so with that knowing, breathe that energy back into your heart, grounding it right here and right now. I am here to give and to receive love, to be a radiating center of divine love. Breathe that all the way down through the bottom of your feet. Feel your body awakening to that love. Claiming it here and now. Let us sing that chant together. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give, receive love, love. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive love. And so it is.
Called to be the glory, the
Thank you, Stephanie, and everyone else. I just love that song. I love that song. So we're talking today about purpose and passion. We talked a little bit last week more about passion and what passion is, and it's that, the way I see it, is that fire, that holy fire kind of calling us to something, to our highest good, right? Yay! So today I want to talk a little bit more about purpose. What we understand purpose to be. What is a purpose for this life experience? So I want to share with you that Ernest Holmes, Dr. Ernest Holmes, the founder of religious science, Science of Mind, says, it seems that man exists for the purpose of self-expression. There appears to be no other reason for his being. Self-expression. Now, I'm guessing that Dr. Holmes meant our self, our true self, the self that each one of us is, in our uniqueness, and in our unity. That we are all that divine presence. We are all the expression of the divine love and divine God, and so that is our true self. But each of us expresses that in a very different way, right? So we get to be that higher self through our human self. Self-realization, self-actualization, and self-expression. That is our, what other purpose would there be? And I believe in doing that and fulfilling that we do bring that consciousness to earth, to bear upon the earth. Emerson said, the purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. Happy. It's to make some difference that you have lived and lived well. I love what one of my favorite quotes from Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore is, your mission is to become all that you can imagine God to be. That's a tall order, isn't it? Your mission is to become all that you can imagine God to be, and Faith Rivera, who I believe in this song that she wrote was divinely inspired. In many of her songs, I believe she was divinely inspired. So if you're not familiar with her music, please do yourself a favor. She says, you are called to be the glory here on earth, so all may see the love and all the beauty that shines in you and me. Called to be the glory here on earth, so all might see all the love, all the beauty that shines in us and through us. And what do we do when we allow that love and beauty to shine through us? I believe it also encourages other people to allow that love and beauty to shine through them, to awaken more fully to that. I do totally believe in this idea, I believe it's the way great masters teach and transmit energy to their students. It's not just about this mental thing, but it's about being the very essence of that love and beauty and light and radiating the energy of that out so that those who are able to receive it can awaken to that within themselves. So I think that, and what what I love about this idea of glory, I thought, well, what really is glory in our understanding, in a metaphysical understanding of the glory of God? So I very often still go back to Metaphysical Bible Dictionary or the Revealing Word. And in the Revealing Word, it says glory is the consciousness of unity, the consciousness of oneness. That we are here in this experience to awaken our consciousness to the consciousness of oneness. Isn't that just a basic teaching of science of mind and new thought? And many traditions, non-duality, awakening to oneness, the glory of God. One of my favorite quotes from Jesus is when he is probably from a place of great frustration with humanity. I don't know. But the things of the world, he said, he prayed, Father, glorify me with the glory I had with thee before the world was born. Glorify me. Help me to reawaken to the glory that I know, that is me, that is the truth of me, before all this other stuff kind of got in the way. Do we allow other stuff to get in the way of our realization of who we are? Or am I the only one? So it's like, okay, your mission is to be all that you can imagine God to be. Your mission is to be self-realized and self-expressed. Your mission is to be the glory. Your mission is to be all of that. It does feel like a tall order. So how do we do it? How do we do it? Well, I want to go back to Faith Rivera. What she says in this divinely inspired lyric is that we are called to be the prayers. We are called to be ones who pray, to live the truth we see. And what I want to say about that is it's important for us in Science of Mind to remember that our prayers are not prayers of beseeching. They're not prayers of asking. They are prayers of knowing. I think can't we come up with a different word for prayer because it's associated with something else? Can't we even come up with something that may be a little bit more expansive than spiritual mind treatment, because that seems to think about it's all about the mind. What I want to say, it's sort of, for me, it's prayer. What came to me is this transcendent awareness. It is being willing to transcend our captivation, our attachment to effect. It's our willingness to move beyond what we allow in this realm, this human realm, this earthly realm, to captivate us, to really, in some ways, imprison us. That we look at the effect and we give power to the effect. What we do in Science of Mind, in New Thought, is to remove our focus from the effect. When we say prayer, to be the prayer, to pray is to be called up higher, to see the truth. And not just to see the truth, but to know the truth, to realize the truth. That in the midst of illness, the effect, there is wholeness. In the midst of what appears to be conflict, there is peace. In the midst of what appears to be separation and division is unity. So what she says in this divinely inspired lyric is we are called to be the ones who know that and stop giving power to the effect. Makes sense? To live the truth we see. To make the choice to stop talking about the stuff that is only an effect. Now, I recognize that we live in this human realm and there are things that we need to do and things that we need to take care of in our lives. I had to put new tires on my car. I didn't want to go put new tires on my car. But there are things you have to do. But what I'm saying to us and what I'm asking and reminding us of is even those little things that can seem annoying, the things that we have to do on a daily basis, can we do them, live them from a different consciousness? Can we embrace this transcendent awareness and live it? I think that's one way that we truly can live our purpose. And in doing that, again, I want to go back to the lyric. In doing that, we become the healers. We are called to be the healers for all humanity. And I want to remind us, too, that, let me see if I can find it now. Oh, come on. Ernest Holmes said this about healing. And this is why prayer is so important, or transcendent awareness is so important when we talk about healing. Healing is not creating a perfect idea or a perfect body. It is revealing an idea which is already perfect. There is a perfect part of us that is whole, so we don't heal anything. We reveal what is already whole. Healing is revealing. I would say healing is realizing and revealing. Realizing the truth, embodying that truth, and living and revealing that truth. And that is what we teach here, and that is what our practitioners are trained to do with you. They're not healing you. There is nothing to heal. In truth, there's nothing to heal. There's only that to be realized and revealed. So our opportunity, again, is to become the healers. And what I know about that is it begins with us. Healing, revealing our truth, embodying that truth. And then we get to live that, extend it, right? Be it. And I think that's the way everything begins to be revealed. the truth. So we're called to be a prayer. We're called to be a healer. We're called to be dreamers, according to faith. Dreamers. Reminds me of a Janice Stanfield song. About the world. How does it go? The world was made by dreamers. Dreams are real, and so it seems that this world was made for dreaming. Can we just wake up and dream? Oh, the world was made for dreaming. Can we help each other dream? So dreaming things into being. Everything begins with this visualizing, catching a vision, dreaming it, and dreaming what is we can bring into reality. A dream. One more quote for you. The great teacher and minister Eric Butterworth said, "The secret of achieving your dreams lies in so visibly imaging them that you literally exude the consciousness of them because you are vibrating with their reality." Exuding the consciousness of them because you are vibrating with their reality. I want to encourage you to allow yourself to dream. I think sometimes as we get older, we forget. Or when we're in school and the teachers say, why are you daydreaming? Let's do some daydreaming. Let's dream what can be. That's what she says in the song. Dreaming what can be. But what I would say to us is let's dream what we know already is so in spirit. Let us dream wholeness into being. Let us dream unity into being. Let us dream all of these ideas that we know are associated with that divine spirit. Dream them into being. So we're called to be dreamers. But I would also say that lastly, as she says in the song, we're called to be makers. So praying, transcendent awareness, embodying that, realizing the truth of that, allowing ourselves to realize it and reveal it for ourselves and reveal it for each other. Become the healer and dream that into being. And then we get to be the makers. Because there are things that we are called to do or to say. Again, it's your unique expression of the divine. Each one of us has unique talents and gifts. How do I know that? Because you're here. I know it for each one of you. Whether you see it or not in this moment, you do something. And we're called to be the makers. I had this idea that came to me earlier as I was thinking about all of this. And have you ever heard somebody say, and I know I've said it myself, somebody says, well, how are things going? And you just say, I'm living the dream. I'm living the dream. Anybody ever say that? Well, what I want to encourage us to do is change our perception of that phrase. And I want you to claim, I am living the dream. Not sarcastically. Oh, I'm living the dream. No, I am living the dream. I am living the dream into being. I'm aligned with the dream. I'm living it. I'm manifesting it. I'm speaking it into existence. I'm doing what I'm called to do so that it does come into manifested form. Whatever that is. For you, uniquely you. And then, again, as we live the dream, we're called to be the compassion and the forgiveness and the love and all of those ideas that we have about the divine and how it expresses through us. We're called to be that. We're called to be the mothers, the nurturers. We're called to show up. We're called to be the neighbor, as she says in the song. The neighbor. Love that story from Scripture about the Good Samaritan, and talks about the Good Samaritan and who is my neighbor, and that's the story that Jesus uses to explain who your neighbor is. Your neighbor is anyone. Your neighbor is your next door neighbor. Your neighbor is the one who lives, who you may have total disagreements with. Your neighbor is a different religion. Your neighbor is one who practices a different religion or a different faith. Your neighbor is anyone. That we are here to show up for each other with compassion and kindness and forgiveness. Because we are called to be. Called to be the glory. Called to be the glory, to reveal the love, the compassion, the light that shines in all of us, and to reflect that back to each other. And in that way, I believe we do fulfill our purpose for being. So I invite you to, as you go about this week, I want you to use that. I invite you to use it. I am living the dream. And then I want you to also be aware when you're not living the dream. And remind yourself not to beat up on yourself, not to judge yourself, not to beat yourself down about it, but just to be aware. My affirmation this week is, I am living the dream. And then when the world begins to draw your awareness to something else, and you feel yourself getting lost in that, maybe bring yourself back to that affirmation. I'm living the dream of the glory that shines in you and me. I am living my life on purpose. So let's take a moment, take that in. I'm living the dream. I'm called in this moment from deep within me, the highest self, to be realized and to be revealed and to live. Self-expression. Myself is calling me into the expression of itself. And I'm called to be one who opens to that transcendent awareness of truth. I'm called to be one who lives that truth, who embodies that truth, who teaches and shares that truth. I'm called to be the healer. I'm called to heal and be the one who shares that truth. I am called. I'm called to dream of what is possible. And I'm called to be a maker, to do what is mine to do in every moment. and only what is mine to do. I'm called to be the glory here on earth, so all might see the love and all the beauty shines in you and me. You are the living God, and you are one in me. You are called to be. We celebrate that. We allow it. We embody it. Right here, right now. And together let us say, and so it is. Thank you. So now is the time when we have the opportunity to share, to give from our good, to support this ministry and all that we are here to do, all that we are called to do. So I invite you to take what you're going to share. If you've already shared in some other way, electronically, I invite you to hold that in your heart or hold it in your hands energetically. And once again, breathe into your heart and extend that love out from your heart, knowing that this is an expression of love. Expression of love of God as you in form. And so in that awareness, we know that we are here to give and receive love in whatever form that takes. So we receive and we give from love, we receive in love, and we are blessed, and we are grateful. And together we say, and so it is.
When you hear a voice no one else can hear, yet it's clear and loud and ringing in your ear, and you finally know what it's time to do, that's your true calling you. That's your true calling you. When your heart's wide open 'cause your mind's been changed, and the dreams you dream are not the same, there's a gate that's open you can walk right through, that's your true calling you. Your true calling you. You ask yourself, is this voice I can trust? You think you can't, but you know that you must. You're afraid you fail if you just let go, but there's only one way you'll ever know. Those wings you keep folded are meant to be used when your true calling is calling you. Your true calling is calling you. You ask yourself, am I asking too much? You think you can't, but you know that you must just trust. When your heart's wide open 'cause your mind's been changed, and the dreams you dream are not the same, there's a gate that's open you can walk right through, that's your true calling you. That's your true calling you. Your true calling you. That's your true calling you. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you again for being here. I just love you. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here today. So it's when your true call, I like that this gate, the door's wide open and the gate wide open.
Gate's wide
It
open.
just
Walk right
right through. Yeah, I love that. It's kind of how I feel about what happened here. It's like just opened up and we just walk right through. So thank you for being a voice that's calling me to this. I love it. Thank you for that. So stand up if you are willing and able to do so as we breathe in once again to the awareness. I invite you to take a moment and really allow yourself to transcend the effect, to be in the awareness of divine abundance and prosperity, knowing that is the truth. As you allow yourself to realize that truth, you allow yourself to reveal that truth for yourself. Dreaming whatever it is that is associated with that idea, and doing what is yours to do, to call it and to bring it into being. And we are grateful that we know the truth, that we know the truth of prosperity, that we allow that truth to express itself through us in so many ways, and we are grateful for how it shows up today through these gifts and offerings. We know that they are given in love and received in love. And so it is. Amen. Don't forget the picnic. So let us go forth today and this week, living the dream. I want you to say it with me now. I am living the dream. One more time. I am living the dream. And so it is. Amen.